Legacy is an amazing concept to think about. When one sets out to make a legacy, it can sound pretty presumptuous. It's like I have something you don't have and I'm going to do something to you. Well, that's not how I look at legacy, though. I look at legacy as something that is done together by a group of people who have a common vision that they believe benefits future generations. So I have been so blessed to have been part of caring for a legacy here at Mary Lee, stewarding it, caring for it. Because Lee and Mary Jane Reith left a legacy. They chose to buy land and invest in this kind of place, a very significant parcel. So it's not, it's over 1,000 acres, so it's not huge, but it's also significant at the same time. And so to set aside this amount of contiguous land with all these ecosystems is a way to represent into the future what kind of healthy systems we can have. So even while many of the restoration projects that we've been talking about this morning had not occurred while they were still living, we knew that that was their concept. So conservation was the term that was used a lot in the 60s and 70s. Now we use some other language today with restoration and resilience and sustainability, but that concept is a common thread that you can understand. And so when we work on this legacy of the land, we know that the energy we're putting in today is going to be here for a long time. And we can continue to have many generations of students, people of all ages coming in and being blessed by that. So their legacy just continues on. I also find it rewarding to recognize they didn't have any children of their own, and yet they've created this blessing, benefit, enrichment to many children. And I do remember seeing Mary Jane be on site here in my early years, enjoying just watching the children who'd come for programming, and what a delight that was to her. And I often will mention to undergraduate students or graduate students that what we are doing today is part of this longer term vision. And because I knew Mary Jane personally for several years of overlap, I knew she would be excited about this, right? And so I can kind of pass on her thanks, even though she's not living anymore, to them. And I know that future leaders will be able to do the same thing because of this deeply rooted legacy concept that they planted and we can keep fostering.